Like and subscribe now, or you're gonna have bad luck this week.
To live in the 21st century is to live with the threat of weather growing more and more wicked. Droughts, heat waves, and wildfires are growing more intense and dangerous from rising temperatures. Even if you're not convinced by the danger global warming brings, it'll be hard to ignore the threats that come with heat waves. So, in this video, we'll show you some of the highest recorded temperatures. Some of these resulted in thousands of deaths in a matter of days, so stay tuned. Furnace Creek, in the popular imagination, Death Valley in Southern California is the hottest place on Earth. And in July 2021, it lived up to that reputation when the temperature at the aptly named Furnace Creek reached 130 degrees Fahrenheit, according to the NOAA Weather Prediction Center. For perspective, according to What's Cooking America, a medium rare steak is cooked to an internal temperature of 130 to 135 degrees F, so next time you want to cook a steak without burning coal, just go to Furnace Creek. Death Valley is no stranger to heat. Sitting 282 feet below sea level, it is the lowest, driest, and hottest location in the United States. It is sparsely populated, with just 576 residents. I wonder how those people survive there. Higher temperatures have been reported than the one recorded on Sunday, but many climate scientists have questioned the reliability of these readings. Arizona heat wave 2017. There are certain truths that accompany summer in Phoenix. Triple-digit temperatures persist well past sundown. It's not considered abnormal to drive with oven mitts or ice packs in the car, and after a certain threshold, even that it's a dry heat joke cease being funny. Back in 2017, it was so hot in Arizona that just inhaling felt painful. Dozens of flights were canceled at the Phoenix airport. Imagine that. The National Weather Service declared an excessive heat warning amid temperatures approaching 120 Fahrenheit. It's an alarming prospect for a rising population. Phoenix is home to 1.6 million people and is the second fastest growing city in the United States. What's crazy is in the last 20 years, only 38 days reached a temperature higher than 100 degrees F in 2017 alone. Phoenix, Arizona, saw 110 days of temperature higher than 100 degrees F. People were seen frying eggs on sidewalks and plastic melting all over the place. Athens, Greece, 1977. As far as major cities go, Athens is one of the hottest cities in the world. In 1977, the temperature in Athens reached a record 118 degrees. During the 70s, smog was a huge problem for the people of Greece. Smog combined with hot weather made it a very long and painful summer for most people. Since then, drastic measures have been taken to reduce the amount of smog in the city. So, if the temperature ever reaches a record high again, things won't be quite as bad. Due to the smog, the air quality today is much better than it once was. However, the residents of Athens are hoping that there is never a day when the temperatures get that high again. India and Pakistan, 2015. Summers of 2015 was one of the most challenging seasons for India and Pakistan as the heat caused havoc in the subcontinent. During April, May, and June of that year, heat wave alone caused more than 2,500 deaths in India and more than 1,100 deaths in Pakistan. The heat wave coincided with power outages in the holy month of Ramadan when most Muslims do not eat or drink during daylight hours. Temperatures hit 111 Fahrenheit in many parts of the subcontinent. The port city of Pakistan, Karachi, witnessed the deaths of 65 people because of a heat wave in just 3 days. Authorities still don't know the cause of so many deaths in the countries. The situation was not helped by power cuts either, which stopped the fans and air conditioners from working. Electricity shortages have crippled the water supply system, hampering the pumping of millions of gallons of water to consumers. We just hope this summer is better for the people there. Kuwait, 2012. The Middle Eastern climate is world-renowned for its scorching temperatures, partly owing to its arid environment, relatively low exposure to coastlines, and generally low-lying land where air can flow over easily. One of its hottest areas is Sulaibiya, which is a distant suburb of Kuwait City and features the largest tire graveyard in the world, consisting of approximately 7 billion used tires, some of which have melted under the intense heat. It's not a particularly populated area, and no wonder it holds the record for the joint hottest place in Asia, with a max temperature of 128.5 Fahrenheit in July of 2012. There is some discrepancy in the record, though, as a temperature of 127.9 Fahrenheit degrees at Mitrova has been suggested as the highest, most accurate temperature in Asia. Either way, a very small percentage of humans can tolerate such epic heat. DiCaprio is one of them. Other normal humans may even be in danger as the extreme heat gets worse. Boiling Lake, Dominica, one place you possibly don't expect to find some of the hottest temperatures on Earth, is inside a lake. How is this one different? This lake is, believe it or not, a World Heritage Site on the island of Dominica. It is the world's second largest hot lake, with temperatures reaching from around 180 Fahrenheit to around 230 degree F, where the water is the hottest. This is caused by the fact that the lake is located on top of a volcano, which is active on the inside, and the temperature of the hot lava heats up the water to a rolling boil. So how hot is it? Let's just say that every living organism that comes in contact with it dies after a few seconds of exposure to the heat. If you manage to dip your hand inside of it, you will be the jolly recipient of second or third degree burns after a few seconds. The lake is particularly small and barely accessible. To go to the lake, you will need to take an 8-mile hike from the nearest road. When you get there, the heat of the air will cause you to actually feel your lungs. Don't put a hand inside to check how hot it is. You'll end up losing it. Iran is an extremely dry and hot country for the most part, sandwiched between the subtropical aridity of the Arabian Desert and the subtropical humidity of the eastern Mediterranean area. It regularly experiences super high temperatures of well above 105 Fahrenheit throughout its summer months. Through the heat dome, where humid air is trapped under a dome and sinks, which compresses and therefore warms it up, temperatures soar to 104 degrees and over regularly. Reliably measured temperatures of 127.5 Fahrenheit are recorded quite regularly in parts of Iran, perhaps more regularly than any other country worldwide. The country hit its temperature record in the city of Alvaz, where it soared to 128.7 degrees Fahrenheit, which, if accurate, is just shy of the hottest temperature recorded anywhere on Earth. Sonoran Desert, the only desert on the list. The Sonoran Desert spreads across the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico. The summers in this desert are extremely hot. The hottest day in the region occurred in 1966 when the temperature reached 120 degrees F. Although the temperature gets so hot in the desert, people still choose to live there. It's home to Native American tribes who have settled throughout California, Arizona, and Mexico. Most of the people who live in these Native American tribes were born in the Sonoran Desert. That may sound like the plot of the movie Dune, but it's not. This is real life. They have lived in the desert their entire lives. Therefore, they're used to the extremely high temperatures. People visiting the Sonoran Desert often can't handle the extreme heat. Djibouti, roughly the size of Wales. It lies at the southern entrance of the Red Sea, opposite Yemen, and is bordered by Eritrea, Ethiopia, and Somalia. Climate-wise, Djibouti can be more or less divided into two parts, the low-lying coastal plain and the higher altitude interior. On the coast, the capital, also named Djibouti, is very hot throughout the year, with average maximum temperatures ranging from around 80 Fahrenheit in winter to as high as 106 Fahrenheit in summer. The highest ever recorded was a sweltering 115 Fahrenheit. Though this is not a world record, Djibouti City is one of the world's hottest inhabited places, with an average year-round temperature of 83 Fahrenheit. The whole country is very dry, with less than 500 millimeters of rain throughout. Onslow, Australia. It's just another very hot day is the response of Australians whenever the country is hit with heat waves. However, even for Australians, Onslow is a town that's just way too hot. A South Australian town of less than 1,000 people, Onslow recorded a peak temperature of 123.26 Fahrenheit in January this year, making it one of the hottest places on Earth. Such temperatures could become commonplace in Australia due to global warming. Australia has experienced the summer with bushfires in the country's west and deadly flooding on its eastern coast. Scientists have said that without a reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, such record temperatures could become commonplace in Australia. Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Jeddah is located in Saudi Arabia's red coastal seaplain called Timur, featuring an arid climate. Jeddah is unlike other Saudi Arabian cities. It retains its warm temperatures even during the winters, which range from 59 degrees Fahrenheit during the morning to 82 degrees in the afternoon. That might sound nothing, but we're talking about winter here. During the summer, temperatures are exceedingly hot, often breaking the 110 degree Fahrenheit mark at midday. The highest temperature recorded in Jeddah was 125.6 degree Fahrenheit on June 22, 2010. Rainfall in this region is generally scarce too. Usually, the citizens get to witness a few drops in November and December. The reason Jeddah is on this list is not because of its highest temperature ever recorded, which is also quite high, but the year-round heat wave witnessed in the city. That's it for today. What's the highest temperature you've witnessed? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.